Okay guys, so we're going to go for a few boot camps, 3 on how to boot camp the organic chemistry stuff. So the first thing I would do is I would look at a typical equation. So here's the reduction of nitrobenzene, and the first thing to do is to try and think in your head what's actually happening. So I'm just going to go through this one with you, but obviously there's 58 in total to do, so with the others you need to think this yourself and figure this out yourself. So here's what I would say. Okay, so our tin and our conc HCl is acting as a reducing agent. What's actually happening? Well, 2 H's are pulling off an O to make water, another 2 H's on the second O to make a second water, and then the final 2 H's are sticking on that nitrogen to make the amine. So okay, I'm thinking what's happening, and then we're thinking step 2, well, why do we need the excess NaOH? Well, that will be because amines are bases, because the nitrogen has a lone pair, so they'll react with the HCl. So what we need is a stronger base to pull that HCl off the amine, and that's why we use excess sodium hydroxide in the second step. So the first thing to do is to, whilst looking at this, copy it out, and then once you've done that, cover it up, and from memory try and write it down, and then check your answers. Let's do this for 6 or 7 minutes. Off we go. Whilst you're doing this, do try and constantly think what is going on. Try and think it through. Don't try and fall into that trap of going into like parrot mode where you're just copying something down without actually thinking about it. Remember, the point of this isn't to copy it down, it's to remember it and to understand it. And you certainly won't remember it if you're not thinking about what's going on. Keep going. This repetitive nature of doing boot camps might not be the most interesting thing, but it's absolutely essential to long-term memory. So do keep going at it. Even if you get it right, keep going at it. If ever you boot camp something and you make a mistake, not a problem at all, but make a little mental or even write down a note of what that mistake is. Then the next time you boot camp it, make a special effort to think, right, did I make that mistake again? Because what tends to happen, as I'm sure you've realised in life already, is people tend to make the same mistakes. If you're always forgetting the excess NaOH at the end, you're likely to make that mistake again. So just really think about what mistakes you tend to make and then really try and think them through when you're doing the boot camp. Just 2 minutes to go. Okay, just 1 more minute. Keep going. See if you can get it down one more time. Almost there. Okay, so that was our first boot camp. What you're going to want to do is over the next 48 hours, you're definitely going to want to go over that again, get it out and do another 4 or 5 repetitions of look, cover, right, check, and then a week later, do the same again. And then that should stick. Thank you very much.